Hi guys, welcome to Rooted Hearts Homestead this week. It has been a crazy couple weeks for us. It started out with some butchering, and so the video I made I didn't get put up because I didn't have time to edit it because we have been taking care of a 10-month-old. She has joined our family for right now, and we will be busy, but our schedule will hopefully even itself out. I keep telling myself you will get back to a schedule at some point. It will happen. We are slowly starting to get back into that. We've also started school, which has been huge for our family. Between school and adding another child and then just our daily regular homestead stuff. Plus, we have had a ton of rain. 2 of my storage sheds are flooded. Where we store our feed is flooded. Our basement is flooded. It is crazy how much rain we have gotten, but it was really, really needed. I'm just very much ready for it to stop now, and so that we do not have to continue having rain. That's why I'm shooting this inside, because outside is really wet. For this week, I'm actually going to show you part of our butchering day that we did. There was 4 of us who did butchering. We didn't film the whole day, but basically we worked from 10 a.m. in the morning until 6 p.m. at night, and we just butchered. We did 32 birds. We missed one of our birds. We had 33, but one of our birds was missed. It had gone underneath the tarp way far back in the corner, and nobody saw it, and so we thought we'd gotten all of them, but I still have a bird that is sitting in my chicken coop. I'll butcher it sometime. It was a smaller one, so I wasn't too worried about it, and I'm happy to let it grow out. And then we also butchered 7 ducks that day, and I do not love butchering ducks. It's fine, it works, but they're not a pleasure to butcher. If you pluck them, they're hard. If you skin them, they're hard. And so it's a different process than the birds. I've gotten the meat birds down to the point where I can do one from grabbing it from the pen to in the ice bucket in less than 10 minutes, and I like that. I like the fact that it's quick. I like the fact that it's simple, but I've also been doing it for the past 2 years, so maybe I just find it easier. As far as the butchering goes, butchering is not something that is pretty, so if you do not want to watch this video, please do not. It is a chore. I set up the camera further back. We're not all up in the butchering, but I am going to be walking 2 people through how to do the butchering. That's what this video is. It was a fun day of learning. I think that knowing where your food comes from and how to get it from the pasture to the table is a really important thing for everyone to know and people to experience at least once. For our butchering, we use the killing cone method, and I also skin the birds. I do not leave the skin on. I personally don't like chicken skin. I find it useless. It's annoying to have on the bird when I'm cooking it. And so because of how I cook the bird, I do it from frozen in the Instapot, and it takes me about an hour and a half to fully cook a frozen bird. Now, we do sometimes prepare birds other ways, but I find that usually the skin on is not a big deal. So I go ahead and I skin my birds, and that way I don't have to completely pluck them. Plucking is not fun. It is hard to do. I don't have a plucking machine. That is something that I would love to invest in the future. But until then, I do go ahead and skin the birds. Okay, so come here. You're gonna feel all this. You're gonna probably want a pair of gloves.
Yeah.
I am a non-sticky person. I cannot stand having my hands sticky. It's just annoying to me. If you get them sticky, then it's like...
Oh, you mean just that's why you
just
wear
generally? Yeah, not everyone does. I also have this thing with the poo and all that. Like, it can happen. So, if I'm going to get it on me, I'd rather not. Yeah, I don't wear my watch when I'm doing this. Yeah, it's a thing.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so this guy, they're upside down. They're not supposed to be upside down. He will move a bit. And you can see like his feet are tucked up in here, which means I'm going to have to hold him down pretty well. Get his feet out a little bit. And he's working on mine. But anyway, there's a spot right here that's a bone. So come feel this. Right here. Okay.
Right, that's the bone.
That's the bone. Jugular's here, so we're going to slice the jugular. That is the first thing. Make sure we get a good slice. And I hold it this way so that I don't end up getting splattered too much.
So it's basically just right under that bone.
Yeah.
Like above and...
Right above, and you just go right in. I'm just waiting for him to flap it out. So at this point, we chop off the head. They've done all their wiggling. Head off. Heads go in the garbage. Boop. And then, that's when the fun begins. There's a joint right here. You're going to cut it at the joint.
Oh my gosh, so much easier than I...
Yep. And then you have to fix it.
Parlays.
Then we're going to cut off the wing. There's not much meat here anyway. You can feel that. It's just got nothing to it.
That was your poopy chicken.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. Good.
So we're going to cut that down there. And then I actually break it so I can see where I'm cutting.
Okay.
And then I cut it. Because I don't want to cut through the bone if I don't have to.
Right. Yeah, it's not like it. Like down here.
Right. Wing goes in the trash.
Was it supposed to have a hole in it? It's taking entirely too long.
Put it in there. Just set it in there and we'll watch it go. If you want to go and grab a chicken, you can walk and start.
Grab a chicken.
And then you do the other side.
Gloves
Same
are
thing.
over here too if you want them.
Yeah, if you want gloves, I've got them.
Yeah.
They're the nice thick ones. Okay, you can see where I'm going to slice that right there. Isn't
Right,
it
right.
gorgeous? So then we're going to go ahead and slice it off.
Like a game of that.
It's gone. Okay, now we've got this ugly chicken. What do we want to do with it? We want to get rid of all the ugliness. So we're going to take it and slice it down the center. And I can use these, but it might be a little hard. So I'm going to actually end up at this point grabbing my knife. And I'm going to peel the chicken. There's 2 layers in here. So there's this layer right here and this layer. They're going underneath that one shiny layer. And you're going to peel all the way up. Oh, this guy got a nice grassy meal before he came. And then we'll peel down.
Ooh, the mirror.
Yep.
Well, I missed the skinny, didn't I?
It's fine. It's coming off in pieces today. I don't know why. You gotta peel it off with these arms. I'm actually gonna take this to.
It's weird how like
You know, I came up with this brilliant idea.
She got somebody new here to help.
I know.
Sucker.
Sucker.
Okay, so we're peeling it off. That's the first thing we're gonna do. Then we start going down.
Just hand watching kids or?
Yeah, she volunteered to stay inside. Shockingly enough. She's like, I'll stay inside with the kids. That would be awesome. We don't want all this with what we're doing. So what I like to do at this point, if I can, I'll put a can underneath, and I'm just gonna rinse this section off, just because
Oh, you don't want poopy chicken.
I don't want poopy chicken. I really don't. It's not that goal. So now we got this peeled all the way down to here. This is our next goal. So I'm gonna cut open here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to look, and there's all the insides. This is what James wants right there. Okay, gizzard.
Follow that like line of fat.
Yes. Yes. We're going to follow the line of fat. You go down. You do not want, there's a couple things you do not want to puncture. You don't want to puncture this. You don't want to puncture, because this is the intestine. Yeah. There's also this green thing here that'll spit out bile. It just means that we have to like really super clean it. And I don't want to do that today. I'm in the mood. So then, this side does not have as much nasty. So I start on this side, and I go very carefully, and then I put my finger in, so that I know I've separated all that nastiness. And then I go and I cut that off. So now this is free from this. So then I go in on this side and let it tilt to this side. And you see, I'm not going to like puncture that as easily anymore.
Right, it's
sunking in. And then I'm going to go in there, make sure I've got just that. Slice that off as much as I can. Now, the bird is down to its patootie. So you got to flip it over. We are not cutting into the patootie today. Not a single person, do you remember, Jim? We are not cutting into patootie today. It's not happening. No patootie. Instead of cutting patootie, there's a
You're
bone
just not
here.
cutting it.
Right,
Don't
right.
cut the patootie.
Right, yeah.
We're going to go
She's
here.
serious.
We're going to slice in. Now, if you do nick it, I'm not stressed. It's just one more thing.
Right.
I'm not going to yell at you.
Yes,
Right.
you will yell at you.
Go a little slower.
It's my first.
There's a bone here. We're going to cut all the way around to this bone right there. And you're going to do the same thing on this side. Again, we've already opened this up to kind of let all this go. There's a fat line that you can follow. And you can't see it. Just pull it on that a little bit.
She loves teaching people how to butcher chickens.
I would do a class. People said they'd come. Okay, now we're going to cut across here. That cut off the butt. So now we're going to flip it up here. I'm going to pull out this for James.
You get the guts.
Do you want some guts for your dogs?
Guts
What
and
is it?
glory.
I think we'll have plenty by the end of the day.
That is the.
You want this? You really want it?
That's
What
heart?
is it? The
That's the
heart?
kisser.
Yeah. No, that's full.
Oh,
It's
God.
got the stone and stuff in it.
Yeah.
No. I like the heart, the lungs.
Oh, that I can do for you. You want some liver?
Yes.
This is the liver. I'm
Right.
pulling this out for him.
You
Normally, I would just pull it all out and it's gone. But now, because people want parts, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this off. Normally, I cut this off before. I totally forgot about it because I was doing the patootie.
Those shoes are nice. Where'd you get them?
They were a birthday present.
Beautiful.
I'm assuming the Amazonian.
Just beautiful.
So pulling out last is all this stuff. There's a lot of different pieces in here. I mean, your kidneys, you got all sorts of
I
things.
took.
In here, this is the lungs. So the lungs are hard because they're stuck to the so sometimes they come out in pieces. The next thing is to spray it off and then put it in the bucket to cool down. Now I like to make sure that I've got all the like bits and pieces off that I can. Like let's just get everything.
Just the yuck. It's
Yeah,
make
there's
it
no
look like
meat.
a Kroger store chicken.
That's exactly right. When they go in my freezer, that's what they look like. We weigh them, we put a number on them, all the fancy stuff. There's no need for all this excess. We're not going to eat it. That's why I always say with the skin, people are like, well, you don't keep the skin. I'm like, no, I don't eat the skin.
Because then you have to pluck them too. It makes
Yeah,
more-
it's a whole huge mess.
Yeah.
I like to use gut, easy. And then you can get like all the bits that you didn't like get inside.
It like went from disgusting to like that was amazing. Like put that on a rotisserie. Ooh.
One of these will stick in the Instapot for dinner.
The French are not as big as last time though.
One done. 32 to go.
Is that all?
And ducks.
And guts.
And thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to showing you more of what's going on our homestead in the upcoming weeks. Have an amazing week.